you think you're going to be able to make it through that swamp?
Yep.
You do?
I think so.
Holy crap. Normal isn't fun. Alright guys, today we got a jam-packed show because we're gonna try to get that Jeep stuck out in that swamp. And the reason we're doing it is because we just got done installing a worn front bumper, but that worn front bumper has got a worn winch on it, so you gotta get stuck to pull yourself out, right? We're also gonna be installing a worn back bumper, showing you guys how we do all of that. And here's a little inside information. Frankie has never got so frustrated in his life.
Took me an hour to get that rope in there.
Are you getting frustrated, Frankie? Are you frustrated?
Very, very.
Literally, guys, he said he would have cut it in half and sent it back. He was so pissed off. And I think you're gonna sense some of that today. So we're gonna let him take it out in that swamp. We're gonna see what happens. You guys take your best guess. Does he get stuck or does he make it? I don't know. We haven't tried it yet. Let's go four-wheeling. So we're gonna install a worn front bumper and rear bumper today, but we're going to show you every single problem we have along the way, and hopefully you guys won't have the same problems. So let's get started. Frankie doesn't care. Can be 10 degrees out. You don't really care, do you?
No.
You kind of like working outside sometimes, don't you? Or don't you? You tell me.
I don't mind it.
We got...
Until I get cold.
Oh, Frankie! That kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a front bumper, rear bumper, winch, and a tire carrier to install
Skid
today.
plate, I just carried in.
Skid plate?
Yep.
Okay.
For the front.
So we're going to be outfitting the Jeep with new worn equipment. Hey, I'm questioning for you, Frankie.
Yeah.
You think there's a reason why I picked worn above all the other options out there?
I don't know why you picked them. I would have picked them just because of they're popular. What I've seen of them, it's good equipment.
Time tested. So a lot of these guys, you guys know that time test is one of those things that I really try to strive to achieve. Well, sometimes you don't have to do the time test when you have a company that's been around forever and everybody else has already time tested it for you.
Yep.
Right? I mean, you know Warren.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And that's, I know Warren. So let's take a look at what we're going to be doing right here. The Franken Jeep.
Taking off our homemade bumpers.
The logs are coming off. We're logging off, Frankie.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Logging off. Log on. Log off. The clapper. Oh, I know a better song than that. What rolls downstairs, a loner in pairs, and over your neighbor's dog. It's great for a snack and fits on your back. It's log, log, log. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. And my bumper. It's log, log. It's better than bad, it's good. Everyone loves a log. You're gonna love it, log. Okay, if you guys know that song, I'm guessing Frankie doesn't know the song.
Nope.
Okay, if you guys know the song, put it in the comments down below. And I'm not gonna tell you, so you gotta read the comments because some of these guys know that song. If they're like me, they love that song. That's why I have it memorized.
This is your tire.
Well, how many pieces do we got? 1, 2 there, 3, 4, and the rear bumper came as the 5th. So your choice, we pull the Mustang out and do it inside or outside? I don't care, whatever.
Yeah, I can start it on the outside and see what happens.
Sure.
I want to get all the pieces in the garage though, and then open them up and
See what we got?
yeah.
Sounds like a plan. All right, once we're doing that, we'll check back in. So you guys gotta wait or watch this super cool, awesome montage with this super cool, awesome music, way better than my log song right now. is this you're mounting? Is this the bracket for the bumper?
Partially for the bumper and also for the
Freon?
or for the vacuum pump.
Vacuum pump, I meant. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Have to enlarge this hole here on the frame because the mounting bracket for the vacuum pump doesn't line up with the frame hole. So in order for this bolt to fit.
What is that bolt, Frankie?
What is this bolt?
Yeah.
To hold the mounts for the.
So that's the one they sent you? It came with.
Yeah, this is the one they sent me.
Okay, so that came with the front bumper.
Yep.
Okay, so.
And all the brackets. But they even say in the instructions you have to enlarge this hole.
Okay. So make your hole bigger.
Yep. No
Okay.
matter how you gotta do it. I'm just gonna touch it up
How did you do it?
with the grinder and a file.
And then you touch it up with paint because any exposed areas are gonna rust on you, right?
Yeah. So I just figure out.
All
Cover it
right.
up. So, but in order to get that bolt in there, I had a little harder time on the other side. So just gonna run.
Oh, so it's a little tricky to get it in there.
Yeah. I put tape on the end of the screwdriver so it doesn't slip around on me in there. Hopefully it won't.
So how do you plan on holding that nut in place?
Oh, I should have showed you that prior. I'll show you that right now.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
See, they got a welded piece on there, so it can only go so far once it's up in there.
So once you finally get it in place,
Yeah.
it'll stay. All right.
It'll
So
stay.
then you got.
See, then I tightened it up right here. Then you just tighten it
Oh,
up
you
on
got.
this side.
Oh, you did that side already.
Yeah.
So the tape trick works. Let me see what you did. Let me see your
Well,
screwdriver.
some of it fell off. I just put some tape on the end of this.
Okay.
Just to then the sticky side out, just enough to hold that
Hold that in
in
place.
place. Hopefully I can hold it in place. Took me a while on the other side to get it, but
Or maybe I can stick my finger
I don't know.
in there.
It's tough. Are you holding it right there?
Yeah.
No, that's my finger.
I'm holding your finger.
Yeah, you ain't touching
We're holding hands, Frankie. I thought that was the nut.
You can hold it right there.
Hang on, have a-
I mean,
I can't see nothing. Wait, I'm letting go. Yeah, you're in.
okay.
All right.
So then, all we gotta do.
So you got to have Ichabod Crane fingers to get in there. Put the winch on the bumper first, and then hook the bumper up because you need two people though because that winch makes the bumper a lot heavier. So here's the finished bracket. He's got this side done, and that bracket actually is what does that hold on, Frankie? Does that hold
That's
on?
gonna hold the vacuum pump
Yep.
and the bumper.
Lunchtime. All right, what happened, Frankie?
Took me like 45 minutes to get 5 bolts in. Just you can't get your hands in there. It's tough.
Not much room in there, is there?
None. No extra play or nothing. It's tough. Anybody with bigger hands than I got, they probably couldn't be able to get them bolts in there because there's just not no room. It's kind of a downfall there because they could go with shorter bolts and it would be a lot easier, but it's just tough.
Sounds like Frankie's having fun.
Nothing's lining up, or it's lining up and it won't fit.
What doesn't fit?
The winch, the holes don't line up. Everything's hitting.
So you got to drill new holes?
No, I gotta modify the vacuum pump bracket.
Oh, that's in the way?
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm not taking the bumper off again.
No. Okay.
I'll cut parts of it off before I put it back on. I take it off. You can't get the bolts in there. I bet I fought for an hour and a half to get 5 bolts in.
To mount the bumper.
To mount the bumper, yeah. They needed 1-inch bolts and they sent 2-inch bolts. Why the excess, I don't know. It just makes it really hard to put them in. Real hard. Real hard.
You got it to fit, Frankie?
No. I got a couple. Okay, got one more time.
Oh, man. Okay, so what happened?
Nothing lines up. I cut their bumper. I cut their bumper.
So you got to cut it to get it to line up? Oh, you did cut it. Okay. Let's see what's going on.
got no play. I'm cutting all that out. I'm cutting all that stuff there out of there. But this is their bumper I'm cutting out now.
Okay, so their bumper you have to cut out.
Yeah.
I wonder if they sent the wrong winch with it, you think?
I don't know. It took me an hour to get that rope in there.
An hour to rope it?
Yeah. Just to get the loop through the hole. I mean, it was. If it would have been mine, I wouldn't have it right now. I'd have burnt it. I'd have smashed it. I would have.
Yeah, you can see where he's having problems right there. All right. Well, these are good things to know. I don't think this is what they meant for it to be like, but it is what it is.
It's just a frustrating deal. Very frustrating.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Frankie, what would you call this one? 1 being easiest, 10 being most difficult.
7.
Seriously, do you think that it's a 7? It's because it sounds. Honestly, I've never seen you have this much problem on an install.
Well, it's just a habit. No, it could be worse.
I don't think
I haven't even got this mounted yet. I don't dare mount this anymore until I get this in.
I don't think I've ever seen you get this frustrated on a project before.
Yeah. Well.
I don't think I've ever seen you this frustrated on a project before.
It's gonna be probably more yet. I ain't done.
So this is day 2, and it's not because it's super complicated. It's tight, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything is just in a precise fit.
Words of wisdom now that you're finally wrapping up. You're getting closer to it. What would you tell these guys when they're going to tackle this on their own?
Man, read the instructions. Try to fit everything first. Make sure all your cuts are wide enough. But like I said, I've taken this off 4 or 5 times to recut my framing. Just make your prep work is very important. But I got the wiring in. I got to zip tie my wiring harness down. I just ran, which is nice on these because there ain't no inner fender wells. I just kind of ran them where I could see them. I'm going to zip everything so they can't be moved. As you can see, I just kind of ran everything right for my easiness, and I'll just zip everything right to the frame. I went down, behind the shock, up, and right on over to the battery.
So pretty simple.
The wiring part is very simple, yep.
And that's where simple ends?
Yeah, on this bumper.
2 days, Frankie. We got it done though. When I say we, I mean Frankie, because I honestly just came out and shot video because I've been in editing. So we're gonna re-spool the rope at this point, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna re-spool the rope.
Gonna put it in free spool.
Free spool.
Main line.
Okay.
So I gotta plug in your.
So we're done free spooling. Let's hope no cars come across the road, or the neighbors come home and park on it.
Or if they park on top of it, might. But I mean, ain't gonna hurt it none.
Okay. So let's show them how this winch works real quick. So
Okay.
you
Just pull up the plastic piece.
So you plug the winch in, or you plug the controller in. Now, if you're by yourself, you've got enough cord that you can actually sit in your Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah, you can lay it across the hood or whatever.
And so you can actually pull yourself out if you're by yourself.
Yep. So we're gonna go pull in.
That's just the box. There's the back end of it now. log and all. Now, of course, the back bumper should be a pretty easy slap and go, right, Frankie?
Yep. And then so far it has been, except for this.
Except for our...
To do with.
Yep, nothing to do with the manufacturer. So what Frankie's doing here is he's getting the back framing to line up because it's just a titch tweaked. So that's a winch powered by a drill. And it's a Warren winch on top of it. So one of the things I need to point out, Frankie, is you pulled the rear tire carrier off from the door.
Yep. And then also there's a wire that goes to it that unplugs.
Okay.
You gotta take your cover off. Unplugs.
Now remove your wires. Now, does this tire carrier, the new tire carrier, bolt onto the door, bolt separately?
Nothing to do with the door. I believe it doesn't. Right here it is.
Okay.
And this is it's going to be its hinge.
Okay, Frankie, can you walk us through what you've got done so far?
I did the tire carrier, assembled that, and everything. Very easy to do. I'll just follow the instructions. Just kind of snugging all this stuff up because we're going to move the truck. But and then the bumper, I got everything on. That one really smooth, except for our frame is, our tail ends of our frame is a little bit tweaked, so we got to straighten that. But that's our fault. Like I say, this went really easy, really good. Instructions are really good on the back bumper. Really easy to read, understand. Super easy.
Nothing like the front bumper.
Nothing like the front bumper.
Got it.
Nothing at all like the front bumper.
Wife wanted to know what we're doing.
Don't put me on there, I just woke up. Gosh, Stan. I need that. Go away.
So you know what we gotta do next, honey?
No, go away.
We've gotta put... We've got
Not looking at you at all. I'm sorry, people. I'm just not comfortable with me right now.
She just woke up.
Gosh.
We've got to straighten the frame of the truck with a tree. What do you think of that?
I think that's crazy.
I think it's crazy like a fox, honey. It's crazy like a fox.
Go away.
Ah, I love my wife. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so our frame was tweaked and you had to literally pull it over to get it. So we got a tree, we got to come along, we got a way of getting it done, don't we?
Yeah.
So you just pulled this frame over to match it up so you could get it lined up. Now you guys, when you're building your Jeep, when you're putting your stuff on, you're not gonna have to do this. But that's why I bought this Jeep, because I didn't want something that was just normal. Right, Frankie?
Yeah.
Have we ever bought any vehicle that was just normal?
No.
No, I don't think so. Well, we got her straightened out, got her lined up. Next we'll mount the rest of it, and then we gotta see if we can get stuck. And then we gotta see if we can get unstuck. Booyah! Artistry at work. Well, you're gonna be driving.
Okay.
I'm gonna be flying the drone.
All right.
And we're gonna take these guys along for the ride.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys think? Is he gonna make it? I don't think he's gonna make it. We actually warmed up the skid loader just in case you didn't make it.
I plugged it in, yeah.
done. Yeah, she got a little dirty on that run, but wow. Wow. All right, I think we need to push this even further, Frankie.
Oh yeah.
We're looking at traveler's winches, which are kind of like more of a, would you call it a generic or kind of a, it's not a Warren winch.
Right, yeah.
Right? And these are something you may run into a little bit more often, and this has got the cable, right? We've never actually seen a winch that has the rope.
Yours is the first one I've seen.
Yeah, I've never seen a winch that has a rope, because all of these, and you've got the weight rating on them, so you got 3,500 pounds, 2,500, then you jump up to 4,500, 9,000 pounds, and then 12,000 pounds. Maybe we should test that winch out, that rope, and see if we can break it.
I think we should hook it to that tree behind the barn.
I don't know if this is a good idea or not, Frankie.
I think it is.
Well, I mean, let's find out, because if these guys are going to be investing in a winch system, and you get a winch with a rope, you want to know if it works? Well, let's find out.
Right. Worst come to worst, we'll just replace it with the cable.
Okay, done. So the benefit of this winch that these guys made by Warren with the rope that we're
I'm thinking, yeah,
is that a rope will drop.
when the rope breaks, if it would happen to break under stress, it ain't gonna fly back and hit you.
Right,
Where
but a chain will.
Where a chain will.
So you guys, if you're using one of these cheaper winches, those cables will fly too, right?
Yep.
So be careful. With the I can see
any wear on the cables, you got to keep an eye on that stuff and replace them or change the ends, you know.
So we're going up to a big tree.
Tree stump and then see if we can move it. Where we moved it there with the machine. Yes.
Are you talking about that big giant one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bigger than the machine.
I know. Freaking giant log.
Yeah.
Holy crap. All right, we're gonna do that. Here, this will give you an idea how big this log is. It's not. Okay, so Frankie wants to move this giant freaking log with the Jeep. He wants to see if that winch can move this log. You're insane, Frankie. Worst part is, I think it's a good idea. Okay, here, I'm gonna let you run it. I wanna get a shot of this. Okay, let me get back. Okay, give it a shot. We'll see if the winch can pull it. Oh, that's powerful. And this was a log we could barely move with the excavator. We got to roll it back into place.
Well, it ain't unhooking the hook. I'll hook underneath it.
So what are we going to do?
Disengage it.
Yeah.
Back up in the air and we'll put it back where it was.
Okay. When you say disengage it, you want me to actually leave it hooked up to the log and just back around it?
Yep. I'll walk along with you and make sure nothing happens.
Okay. Okay, well you better hold on to the brakes this time,
Hey,
Frankie.
Lock me in.
What do you mean lock in?
You went.
Oh, you got it free spinning? So this Warren winch handles that no problem.
I was amazed. I mean, not amazed, but I'm surprised. You know, I didn't think the rope would make it.
You thought it would break?
I thought it would break. I thought it would break.
I don't know what this rope is made out of because this is not a normal rope.
You know, they got that stuff called mule tape. You know, that the phone company uses for pulling cable.
Okay.
You know, that's some tough stuff. I didn't think they made anything tougher.
All right, I'm just gonna winch it in.
Yep.
So yeah, the part of the problem is the hook. Once that comes free, that would have shot like a rocket.
But we're stuck. We gotta do something now because you buried the hook.
Oh, Frankie?
Why'd you let me do that?
Just go out farther. Just back up farther, and we'll get it out.
You got a plan?
Yeah, we'll lay this over the deal so if it springs back, it's gonna take that width, but it's gonna slow it up.
All right. Well, I'm getting inside the Jeep for this one. You ready?
Yep.
What do you think of the rope now, Frankie?
I guess it's all right. The next test would be to actually get the truck stuck and then see if we pull it out. But
You know what? Future video, we're getting the truck stuck. The rope worked. I like the rope. It's definitely safer, isn't it?
yeah, I think so.
Way safer. All right, you guys, check out the next video here and here. God bless you guys. Go get them.